All right, we're in.
Welcome to episode 383 of the Cigar Hustler podcast, the post-PCA show.
Yes, we are alive. Barely, but we are alive.
We're alive. I'm very tired.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Did you drive or something?
No, I punched in orders in a bouncy car.
Indeed, you did. You did a great job, too, man. Come on. Give yourself some credit.
Punching in the orders?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I feel Greg slowed down at some point because when I would turn around to get another order, he was not punching. But I did take a nap for 15 minutes, so maybe he felt like he...
it was a little bit longer than...
Was it longer than that?
Oh, it felt like
an
15. Hour.
Was it an hour?
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore punching in orders. I was nodding off, and it was becoming dangerous. I couldn't tell where the order, where I was leaving off.
So we're going to get into the PCA in a little bit, but first, what are our topics for today?
Well, first on the Patreon today, we're doing the new Ceniza Fina. Oh, we can't do the hand. We don't need to do the hand thing anymore.
Correct.
We're doing the Ceniza Fina, Connecticut, the darling of the trade show.
The darling.
Delicious.
Very, very popular of the trade show. Yes, delicious.
16.2 grams.
16.2 grams. Somebody should probably write that down somewhere.
I got it.
Excellent job,
Write that down.
Mr. Booch. We have Booch with us again today.
Hello.
There he is.
I left everything upstairs. Oh, wait, no, wait. It's here.
Because I don't have backups anymore. The backups went to the backup.
We're a bit of a train wreck today, but we're rolling. Better late than never. We're going to still, we got a podcast going for this week.
We'd like to say hello to Gavin with Espinosa Cigars, just so we say hello to him, and he stops asking us to say hello.
He'll never stop asking. All right, let's go. What do we got?
Let's see. Today's trending topics. It's a Dallas school shooting today. The suspect shooter, 17-year-old Tracy Hayes Jr., turned himself in and is charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault in a mass shooting at Wilmer-Hutchins High School.
So you're not going into the topics?
No, this is just a little synopsis. There's plenty of information about this. This is just the highlight. You wanted a longer intro to the stories. Well, I could talk faster like the man does in the car, but I can't do that.
I feel like you just say, okay, there was a Dallas shooting we're going to cover. We're going to, whatever. Go ahead.
Well, he went longer.
Do whatever you want to do. You're in charge. What?
Nothing.
Okay, what else?
Spotify is down.
Oh, no.
People are going to other places to get their music.
I had no issues today.
When did you listen to Spotify?
11:30.
It might have been back up by then in the stories from this morning, but 200,000 people were talking about it. It was the hot topic thing.
Okay.
How's your eyes, by the way? Mike got a little bit of an eye issue with the thing.
It's getting better. Thank you.
Mine was just bothered me that one day. I told you, I think it was just psychosomatic. The day after you had yours, I was having eye problems.
Probably.
Hong Kong is suspending package shipments to USA as a fight-back tactic to the tariffs.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Sweden's top new show has 24-hour streaming access.
Oh, my. Okay. Is that it?
That is it.
That and much more.
That and much, much more
on
coming up on a Cigar Hustler podcast.
Yeah. You need to pick it up. Do you want a gummy or something? Let's go.
It's a little late. Those gummies are upstairs.
I need you to dial in.
Let's go, baby.
Those do work. It's kind of weird. Because
Yeah.
I had one the first day and then didn't have any more.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, I need to have them all the
It
time.
was busier the first day.
They're good stuff.
So busy.
Super busy. Okay, let's go. Shooting. Let's go. What happened?
Well, first we're starting with Spotify.
We'll start on Spotify.
Yes.
Okay.
Tens of thousands of Spotify users around the world have reported they were unable to stream music on the app this morning. Down Detector, which tracks platforms, showed more than 20,000 people reported Spotify was not functioning on Wednesday afternoon from 13:30 GMT, Greenwich Mean Time.
Okay.
Because it's a worldwide application. Thousands more reported issues in the U.S. and parts of Europe. Spotify told the BBC the issue with the search has been addressed. Oh, that's nice. It was rolling out the update to its users. However, it is unclear how long it will be before the app works properly for everyone again.
Where is Spotify located? Are they in the U.S.?
Don't know.
Boots, where's the Spotify?
Boots, can you
logo?
check for that, please?
He's like, oh God. He just
Oh,
said this.
God,
I got to
more
put my
stuff.
cigar down.
Yes. Spotify says it has more than 675 million users worldwide. Users reported they were still able to play music they had downloaded onto their device. However, they were unable to view artists or use the search function on the app.
So the search is down.
Yes, that's what we mentioned earlier. in
Okay.
the Story.
Oh, you better get it together, dude.
After trying to search for music, the app appears to time out and display a message reading, "Something went wrong."
Oops.
Oops.
It's in Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, a lot of Sweden in the news today. They have a brand new TV show. They just all this love.
So the Swiss are taking over this week.
Swiss are taking over. With a refresh button, we're aware. I was trying to do a Swiss accent, but I don't think I can.
Okay.
No, try it.
Yemeni,
Yeah,
we
there you
are aware of some of the issues right now and are checking them out. The firm wrote on social media in response to rising complaints from users. Is that where all the companies now go to announce things? I guess.
Where?
Social media.
Yeah. Where
I
else
guess
would you
it just
go?
makes-
Would you email everybody?
Well, what did they do before social media?
Oh, you just let it shut down and no one said anything.
There was like a bullhorn, wasn't there?
Nobody. It was just a guy with a horn going, "Attention, attention, it is down."
You had to go on your MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
You had to,
I miss MySpace.
you had to message Tom directly. Tell him that your Spotify was down.
On social media, a number of users told the company they were unhappy with the outage and the impact of loss of music. "I can't play my music today. I'm very upset."
I don't really understand that.
Oh, see, when the music doesn't play, they complain that they can't.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know, how shitty is your life going where you're upset about your Spotify being down temporarily?
And
Well,
fir-
you don't know how far down. Sorry, Boots, what?
And first of all, why does people only have one platform? How many platforms do you have, Mikey?
Just Spotify?
You don't have Apple Music?
No.
I don't use Apple Music.
Why
either.
would I pay for two different subscriptions for music?
Oh,
Well,
I don't pay for any of them.
No, if you have an iPhone, you can search music.
On Apple
Yes,
Music?
but don't you have to have it downloaded also?
Don't you have to pay for that too?
No, you can stream it. You can't download it.
Ah.
For free?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I use it. I use the free version.
Oh, I pay for Spotify.
Yeah, I pay for Spotify as well.
I use the free version.
But I
Maybe
have
that's
my
why they're
library.
complaining, because they pay.
Or even like a Pandora. You don't have Pandora?
Nah.
My wife uses Pandora. I like Spotify, and I use iHeart in the car.
Yeah,
Well-
see, you have multiple platforms, Palmer.
There's certain things you can't get everywhere.
I was getting frustrated on the drive when the car wouldn't work.
Oh, when the CarPlay wouldn't
With
work,
the
oh,
music.
you're very upset. No, that's between my peeing on the way home and your trying to reset the ways and the musics.
Yeah.
That's why it took so fucking long to get home.
You got to pee every 30 minutes.
I was very thirsty from all the talking for 3 days.
That's-
I consumed massive amount because during the show I tried to keep it down. Like, okay, I can't really leave to go pee, so let's keep the liquid consumptions down as little as possible.
So you bulked up for the trip?
I was very thirsty by the fourth day.
Nothing from you, Boots, on that?
So
Or
you took your pee suppressor pills.
I wish I had some. That would have been nice.
some peace.
I did venture into the caffeine packets for the trip.
He was hitting caffeine packets.
I don't know if they made a difference or not, but they tasted good and they kept my mouth from getting too dry.
Really?
I found blueberry ice to be the most appealing one.
Where did you get these from?
Amazon.
I didn't know that cocaine had flavors.
I wish it did.
Yeah,
though.
of
They're
course.
So nice.
Blueberry.
Blueberry ice. I had one of those boom sniffers too, but I only did that in the morning because it burns.
What's a boom sniffer?
You know what that is? You don't know what a boom sniffer is?
No.
Okay, we all know that I have a hat. I guess you always do have when I'm an addict. I guess nasal spray.
Allegedly.
No, I was an addict of nasal spray. I
He's
fully
a
admit
confirmed
that. I'm a
addict.
confirmed. We saw one on the ground, and he had to keep me from picking it up. And,
Oh, my
and-
God.
Ooh, look.
Ooh, look, there's one there. Let's shake it, see if it has fluid left. You remember the old Vic inhalers? There's
Yeah.
the little round things that just had mentholated stuff in it.
Yeah.
Okay, they've done that again, but it's a different company now called Boom or something. I saw it on Shark Tank.
Okay.
But they also have added vitamins and whatever to
Oh,
it.
it's good for you now.
Yeah, now it's good for you. It's good
With the cocaine.
with the cocaine.
Okay.
So in the morning, I sometimes do that as a little pick me up.
Gotcha.
And that helps.
I don't know.
So-
It just makes me feel good. You know, it's like an alcoholic. You drink or what? What's
When you
what's
have
the
that,
stuff
like-
the cocaine guys take
When
now
you have
after
like
they
the
get out of
NA
cocaine?
stuff,
Rat
When you're
poison?
addicted
I
to
don't know.
cocaine, methadone. It's like a methadone
that's
hit.
your move.
Yeah.
This helps you off.
This
of it.
is, helps me think that I'm still using
Oh, it's your Suboxone.
whatever that is.
Suboxone.
It's my Suboxone. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I'm glad that Spotify's working, but look, at the end of the day, if it's down for a small period of time, these things happen with the technology. It's not
I
the
can
end
see
of
if
the
you're
world.
paying for it, why you would be upset.
Whatever, man.
It's like when cable goes out. Everybody complains at the cable company.
Is cable a thing?
Go read.
Well, it used to be.
What's cable?
Sorry, satellite service. Sorry, my planet. Your streaming service goes down.
Just damn thing.
One urged the platform to hurry up and fix the issue as they were at the gym. You can understand that, Michael. Well, another pleaded for a quick fix that the loss of music was disrupting to their revision. More significantly, some said that they would switch rival streaming platforms such as YouTube or Apple Music.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm switching.
If you use Apple Music, is that like having an AOL email address?
Apple Music?
Yeah.
No, I think Apple Music's competitive in the space.
Is it?
Yeah.
You just never hear much about it.
I think Spotify's the dominator.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I love Spotify. I didn't even realize it was down.
They give better recommendations.
Do you play mostly saved music?
Yeah.
that's why you didn't know.
But I played podcasts today.
Oh,
I listened to a podcast.
yeah.
But it's so smart. I don't have to search for it. They're like, here are the ones that you like to listen to.
Right.
I just click it, and there you go. Or I'm not gonna say which podcast I listen to, because as of right now, we don't know if we're invited or not, if we're allowed in. So,
Do you, if you did not have Spotify while you're working out, would
Yeah.
you still work out?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a psychopath. I don't do any. I no longer do pre-workout. None of that stuff.
Oh,
I'm unaffected. I'm going in. Here's the one thing that upsets me if I go to work out and I don't have. If I don't have my notepad where I can track my progress and look at my previous goals, that's where I start to lose my mind.
Okay.
That kind of frustrates me. Then I have to give it up and just understand that, okay, we're going to have to do some kind of cluster sets and just work to failure, and not really be geared in towards one more rep than last time or something like that.
Do you feel the music helps you lift more, or doesn't have any effect on that?
I think that there's times when it benefits you, but I'm indifferent now. I listen to podcasts and stuff while I'm working out at this point.
Okay.
All that.
More informational.
Whatever I'm trying to do, especially when if we're doing an interview with somebody,
right.
that's usually where things kind of consume me.
Because you try to listen to everything they've done before.
Yeah, I'll cover as many recent podcasts up to 2 or 3 years back as I possibly can, because I don't want them to say any of those things. And
right.
And then what's really kind of funny is you start to see the patterns. Their go-to.
I would imagine. Yeah, they get asked the same questions all the time.
Their go-to.
So how did you get into cigars?
Right. And then sometimes not even. Sometimes if a podcaster is really bad at things,
right,
but the person being interviewed is good,
right,
they know how to curve it into that conversation. And then they have their go-to speeches. And I like to interject when they start to... No, we're not talking about that.
Oh, the interviewee.
The interviewee.
Has their standard stuff they like to say.
Correct.
I could see that.
Yeah. So
Makes
I usually like
things
to
much
preface with, here's what we're not talking about.
Right.
You
don't say that. No.
You don't get to say. And you could see it actually in our interviews when someone slides it in. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You said that on Developing Pilots.
You said that on every show that you've been on for the past 5 years.
all the other shows that are all the same.
For real.
All right, Dallas school shooting.
This is interesting. Go ahead.
Teen suspect arrested, charged with aggravated assault at a mass shooting. The suspect gunman in the Wilmer-Hutchins High School shooting turned himself in and is facing first-degree felony charges, according to the arrest affidavit. So I guess no one died, thank goodness.
Turn himself in.
Well, yeah, at the end,
Okay.
I guess.
Usually they don't turn themselves in.
Keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he was talking.
I know. I'm curious.
Newly released details in the affidavit gave insight into what led to Tuesday's shooting at the Southwest Dallas campus. Police were able to review hallway surveillance video to help piece together what happened on Tuesday.
Okay.
Tracy Denard Haynes Jr., 17, turned himself in the Lou Street Justice Center around 9 p.m. Oh, so they didn't get him at the school. He got away.
Okay.
Turned himself in. Tuesday, he has been booked into the Dallas County Jail and is charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault and a mass shooting and a first-degree felony. A DPS special agent who wrote the affidavit, probable cause, said, "At the conclusion of my review and based on the totality of the circumstances, I believe Tracy Haynes Jr. committed the offense of the Texas Penal Code 22.02B4, aggravated assault, mass shooting, first-degree felony. So I'm guessing that's all one offense.
2229er?
22.02B4.
Yeah.
First-degree felony when Hayes Jr. intentionally, knowingly, and or recklessly attempted to cause serious bodily injury and or death to students attending WHHS, and during the commission of the offense, used and exhibited a deadly weapon. Additionally, during the commission, Hayes Jr. committed the assault as part of a mass shooting where Hayes Jr. discharged a firearm to cause serious bodily injury or death, or to attempt to cause serious bodily injury or death to 4 or more persons during the same criminal transaction. It's a transaction.
Yeah, everything's a transaction in life. Oh.
Haynes is being held in the Dallas County Jail on a $600,000 bond, $150,000 per count.
Okay.
So did he shoot people?
Yes. But he did not kill anyone, apparently, because there's no murder charges.
That's kind of
Well, nobody's dead yet, maybe?
I'm surprised there was no attempted murder mentioned.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So what did he do? He shot 4 people?
This is what they don't know. Officials have not said if Haynes was a student at Wilmer High or if they've received information as to why Haynes brought the gun to the school. Police documents say that 5 people were injured in the shooting. Dallas ISD and Dallas Fire Rescue said on Tuesday that 4 were injured. Fox 4 has reached out to agencies for more information.
It looks like somebody died.
It looks like somebody died?
One died.
Well, maybe there's an update after this story because he's not accused of murder in here. Aggravated assault with a weapon.
The charges can upgrade down the road.
Certainly, yeah. Well, as things change, I would imagine so.
Right.
According to police surveillance video, showed an unknown student letting Haynes into the school through an unsecured door just after 1 p.m. Haynes walked down the hallway and encountered a group of male students, the affidavit says. That's when he pulled out a gun and began shooting, striking 5 students. He then approached one student who was unable to run away and shot him point-blank range, according to the report. All 5 victims were taken to local hospitals. 4 have non-life-threatening injuries, and 1 is in serious condition.
That must have been the death.
That must be the one that passed. Mm-hmm. Dallas Mayor Pro Tem Tanel Atkins said all the victims are expected to recover. Well, now I'm confused.
Well, this says 1 dead. I mean, this is all kind of new, right? So
sure. Well, the pro tem mayor says everybody's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. They're fine. 3 of the victims are between 15 and 18 years old. The ages of the other 2 have not been confirmed. It's at a high school. You figure that would be pretty safe bets unless it's a teacher.
Right.
The extent of the injuries has not been fully released, but sources told Fox 4 and Cigar Hustler podcast that at least one 17-year-old male student was shot in the lower leg. Despite extra security measures at the school, Haynes was able to enter through an unsecured door. So it is not a failure of our staff, of our protocols, or of the machinery that we have, said Dallas ISD, Police Chief Scott Smith. Well, apparently there was some problem. There was an unsecured door.
Yeah, I thought the guardians or whoever's on campus is supposed to check all those anyways. Make sure they're locked and or secured.
In my interaction with those guys, they sit around a lot.
Okay. So
allegedly.
Okay, so here's my question to you.
Yes.
Where did he get the gun?
And that has not been reported yet.
Okay.
And what type of gun?
I don't care. That means nothing to me. Do you think that there should be a penalty involved for whoever was the original owner of the firearm, as long as it wasn't stolen? Like, let's say it was his parents' gun or something like that.
Correct.
Okay. You think that person?
What are you deeming stolen? Taken without authorization?
Reported stolen.
I think what he's asking is, did he steal it from his parents? I don't think you can steal it from your parents.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, if you had a burglary in your house and your firearms were stolen, and it was reported that your firearms were stolen, at that point, if it's used later in a crime, I don't think that you should be held liable.
Right, yeah, no. And then also, I mean, if it's with the parents, you have to see timeline on this. So was it taken and then immediately taken to the school and the parents weren't home?
Yeah, I think, yeah. So let's say it was taken out of the house and the parents weren't home. Do you think they should be held liable? That's my question.
No.
I think they should be.
I think they should be.
I think they absolutely should be.
If it was unsecured in the home, and child, for lack of better words, because he was 17, he had access to it.
Right. You
Are
don't
they
think so?
trying him as a juvenile or as an adult?
It has not been mentioned. We don't even know if he's been tried for murder yet.
It's Texas.
It's just charges.
Well, I mean, I've read 2 different articles. One said one person died. One said he didn't.
Right. In this article I got, the mayor said everybody's fine.
Yeah, so 5 injured.
And in Texas, if somebody murders somebody, they get the death penalty, correct?
Texas does have the death penalty, but they have to be convicted, and I'm sure there's certain extenuating circumstances on how they get the death penalty.
Yeah.
I don't think murder is an automatic death penalty. Just puts it on the table.
I think that if you own a firearm and you're responsible for that
You're
firearm.
responsible with it. Yeah, somehow it is accessible to the child, again, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
I believe so.
It should be
Sure.
it should be in a safe. It should be secured.
Right, in a safe, unloaded, bullets in a different place, whatever the rule is.
Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe not all that, but I have access to the firearms in my safe.
Right,
My wife does.
right.
That's where it ends.
That's where it should end.
Right. I don't, that makes no sense to me.
Is there an age where you would, I guess not, wouldn't you? I mean, your children aren't of that age yet, but is there an age where, let's say, Jax gets access to the gun? He's still in the house and he's 19 years old or something.
Would I educate my son on handling and controlling firearms? Sure.
Right.
Well, he would still not have access to it
Gotcha.
without me.
So
at
as
all.
long as he lives in your house, he's not on the list.
He will, no, 100%.
Just curious.
Not at all.
No?
No, because they're not his.
Right.
They're mine.
Sure.
Right. So I'm responsible for it, and I would take that very seriously. I would never say, well, hey, it's sitting on the coffee stand if you ever need, or if God.
No, I didn't do that either, but I wanted to take the mystique away from it, so I did let the boys see it and hold it unloaded in a controlled situation, just so it wasn't like, Dad's gone, let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, you're educating them on firearms.
Certainly.
That's totally different.
Right. Well, I'm just saying what my policy was.
I would never ever let my son have access to the gun for him to use for protection or safety. I have bubbles.
That's what I was going to say. Is your wife comfortable? Would she want to get it if something had happened? You're not. I mean, we were just gone. So something happened, somebody gets in.
Right.
Would she go for bubbles or go for the gun?
I think that potentially both. I mean, bubbles is gun bubbles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
No one's getting in.
Certainly.
Right? It's
right.
like, oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, God. Look at
Yeah,
this.
never mind. There's got to be a better house.
And the other one's sticking his nose up my ass. What the hell is going on?
So, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't. She knows where ours are, obviously, and there's no children in our house, so I mean, mine's not locked up anymore. But she would do the dog. She would have the dogs
Right.
first.
Several dogs.
Yeah, we have multiple dogs also.
Right.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think
if they want to roll the dice and come in with the dogs, okay. See how far you can get. The house isn't that
Right.
big anymore. There's no place to run.
Right. Yeah, I think that the parents should be held liable.
I believe so. Also,
Yeah.
didn't they just do that with that last school shooting? Both parents, one of the
Yeah.
parents or somebody went to jail, both or one or something.
Well, they got charged, but I don't think it stuck
Oh,
because
really?
I
did they
didn't see
not
anything
stick?
about them going to jail.
You're responsible for that kid.
Right, and what he does,
Right.
certainly.
And you're responsible for your firearms.
Okay, let's go one step further. He's
Okay.
17 years old.
Okay.
He can drive your car.
Okay.
Say he goes and runs people over.
Yeah.
Does a group thing where he's going to a parade and just runs through the people. Are the parents responsible then because he had access to the car?
It's a great question.
That's what we're all about here at Cigars Podcast. Great.
Anything can be used as a murder weapon, I guess,
Certainly.
to some degree, right?
Oh, I guess you have a point there. So he grabs a spoon.
So if I would say no in that scenario.
I think no also because the car is not meant for that purpose.
Right. It's right. Well,
Right, I mean,
a gun isn't meant for killing people. Technically, it's more for self-defense.
Well, but it is used to hurt people.
Right.
Where, if he takes the gun, he's not because he had to go to the movies.
Right. Well, unless he was watching Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, that was a horrible
That was
situation.
that one guy who went in and lit up the theater and then sat out front waiting for the police.
Right.
What do you think, Boots?
With the car?
Yeah.
No, I mean, so the hardest part with any type of attempted murder or murder, right, is the black and white on all of it.
Right.
So, and especially the school shootings, because they actually don't have a lot of black and white on school shootings. It's very minimal, right? So when they charge these guys, it's really hard to get a subsidiary off of the main charge with a parent or with anything involved, an accessory.
Right.
So I think gun laws need to evolve a little more to be able to stick stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Our legal expert, because, in the Navy,
Yeah.
when he wasn't on boats.
Well, he's more like, I think everybody should be able to kill everybody. Like he's all for it.
No.
Yeah, he's fine.
You're fine.
All right, next.
All right.
Something a little lighter.
Hong Kong suspends postal service to the U.S. after Trump tariff hikes.
Yes.
Definitely lighter.
Not more shipment
No more
for you.
sending packages. You
Guess
cannot get your Temu or your Shein.
And no more.
No more.
That's dumb.
Unless, Jonathan Drew's there. And
He was just in Macau.
I was just in Macau. I was in Hong Kong yesterday, but then I'm in Macau.
I like that somebody attacked you on YouTube, said, mean things about you. It's hilarious.
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, they did about the
How dare you
how
attack him?
dare you attack this man, this
Who's
saint
this-
of a man.
This great man.
This great man.
Yeah,
Hong
we
Kong-
know him.
We know him. He said he loved the
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
He
he's-
stopped and said hello.
Yeah, he's our friend.
Right. Hong Kong CNN, Hong Kong's postal service will stop handling packages coming from or going to the United States. So I guess if they get there, they're like, no, come in.
And no more for you.
In the latest retaliatory move amid a escalating trade war between Washington and Beijing, in a statement published Wednesday announcing the decision, the government of Hong Kong cited U.S. President Donald Trump's decision last week to eliminate the so-called de minimis.
De minimis?
Minimis, what it says. Exception for items posted from the city to the U.S. The exemption applied to international shipments worth $800 or less entering the U.S. Oh, so I guess it used to be an exemption in place where if it's $800 or less, no tariff. Mm-hmm. Now, everything tariff.
Okay.
The U.S. is unreasonably bullying and imposing tariffs abusively. The government said they can't say abusively with their accent.
Well, they don't pronounce B's anyways.
Right.
Abusively.
Abusively. The government said in the statement, it's just written statement. Okay.
Yeah, they just wrote it down.
The public in Hong Kong should be prepared to pay exorbitant and unreasonable fees due to the U.S. unreasonable and bullying acts. The government said the Postal Service, Hong Kong Post, will stop accepting packages transported by sea with immediate effect and stop taking airborne packages starting from April 27th. So on the water, stopped. In the air, better order fast.
Get it through.
Other postal items containing only documents, for example, letters, will not be affected. So you can send a letter. That's okay.
Like anything in an envelope.
Who sends letters anymore?
That's why this is no big deal.
Right.
It would take a week to get a letter from China or Hong Kong.
You think
From
so?
Hong Kong. Sure.
We should start sending postcards
I don't like that. Everybody can read them.
with oh yeah.
There's no
Yeah, but
envelope.
no, it should be like something with Trump on the one side of it.
Oh, you send them over there?
Sending them to
Trump with the thumb up?
Thank you for embracing the
MAGA?
American
MAGA?
culture.
Right. MAGA postcards. So everybody quickly send MAGA postcards to the people of Hong Kong.
Let's see how quickly the communist country starts rounding up random people. Sir, we saw that you got this letter.
We saw you got this postcard from Trump. The retaliatory move means companies and individuals in Hong Kong will have to pay private couriers such as FedEx and DHL to deliver packages, further driving up costs for consumers on top of U.S. levies.
Okay, so wait a second.
It's
So-
a move.
Okay, so the government is no longer handling.
Government's not handling them. But there's still ways to do it.
That's the one thing that I can't stand about. Well, there's more than one thing, but that's the one thing I really can't stand about politics is the theatrics and the BS of it all. Right.
Right.
Oh well, then you know what? No more shipments from us. However, if you want to get a shipment from us, contact DHL or FedEx or UPS, and we'll get that out to you.
Right.
Yeah, what pack? Okay, have you ever did your wife order stuff from Shein or Temu or any of that stuff?
I think she tried once or twice,
That
and
doesn't
she
normally
regretted
come-
it. To
Doesn't
be
normally
honest.
come by the mail anyway.
It comes by DHL or UPS or FedEx.
DHL.
Or private or some weird courier service where you have to download an app to track it.
So what can we say that sounds threatening, but really doesn't have?
Here's what we do. We say no more mail.
What
But they could do DHL. It'd be fine.
What's funny though is they're going to have to find a way out of this. Both of these countries, both the U.S. and China. They're going to have.
Yeah, it's that thing where who's gonna bow first.
I don't. Yeah, but they're going to have to figure out some term where it's we have another issue and we're just going to set this aside for now, and
Right,
we're going to work hand in hand to solve this.
Right.
For this other major bigger problem for the time.
Noodle shortage.
Yeah,
Noodle shortage over here. We need more noodle.
Right. Virus or something.
Virus. Right.
If they're, I mean, maybe they shut everything down or so. Who knows? I've heard about that before. That could be a thing.
Do you think maybe this is a move in politics to enrich the shipping services such as DHL, UPS, and FedEx?
DHL's behind all of this.
No, but I just mean in general.
Because they're almost out of business. I mean, they don't have their own trucks and stuff anymore.
Well, those are American companies, correct?
They do have them in China and Hong Kong and stuff, but it's not the same DHL because we've had problems before in the past. You call the number and they go, I'm sorry, we took it to China DHL. We can't help you anymore. That's as far as it goes.
Oh, you wanted the China DHL.
Right. Ooh, the tracking has a lot of Z's in it now. We can't really handle that. It doesn't go any further.
Yeah,
than that.
there's various
a Mr.
shapes.
Wu you need to call somewhere.
You need to call circle, square, triangle. Wait, what?
Oh, that's a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Circle, square, 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 circle, circle, star.
What are you doing?
That was the finisher in Mortal Kombat.
Oh. The DHL spokesman told CNN and Cigars, their podcast,
We're rich.
They will continue to process shipments to the U.S., monitor the situation, and work with customers to help them keep up with the latest changes. CNN has reached out to FedEx and UPS. Cigars, their podcast has not for more information and comments.
Here's their phone number if you want to ship.
Yes, here's their phone number if you'd like to ship.
Oh my God.
We China FedEx, we all fine. It's fine here.
Everything good.
Everything good. UPS, no, bad. Bad UPS.
It's so comical, man. It just goes on and on and on.
On and on.
Okay, we haven't even have we hit 100 days of President Trump in office yet?
No, because there would definitely be a thing in the paper and
There'll be a
news and
T-shirt.
stuff.
Has hit 100 days.
Right.
Where are we today?
Well, it's a good 100 days. It's the best 100 days that we've ever had.
It depends upon who you ask.
Huge.
Huge 100 days.
Stock market doesn't feel that way.
Stock market went up and down.
Stock market is down.
Is it down today? Well, he'll just raise the tariffs again for a day, and then it drops, and then he says, "No, we'll go back down to 10." And then it's up again.
Well, why do you think he does those things with the tariffs? What makes you think? What's the reasoning?
Maybe to move the market.
You think he's trying to just manipulate the market?
I mean, I think all politicians try to manipulate the market.
I'm going to be rich. I have a plan.
If you're that powerful,
lower tariffs.
If you're that powerful and you can, why not?
I think that he's really trying to just focus on China. I think that that's his main issue.
Well, that's our biggest problem as far as the tariffs.
I think that he's trying his best to bring back manufacturing.
Yeah, I think he's trying to level the field because almost from what I have understood, almost everybody but China is coming and go, let's take a look at this and see what we can all do.
We want to review. We
would like to review. The poor little countries are like, no, that'd be fine. We'll buy all your stuff. Bring it over. It'd be fine.
I'd be interested to see how much investment Trump has in China products or China businesses.
Well, none now. If he was, he's screwing himself.
I mean, that's a great question.
I don't think he has none.
He might buy stuff from them or had bought. I don't know how that works when you're president, though.
Right.
So now his son buys stuff from China.
Yeah, whatever the loophole is. Right. You can't do that anymore. However,
have you met my son?
Right.
I just love that, you can't directly send hush money. That's a no-no.
Right.
Through a campaign. Right. However, you can
sell you this pencil.
If you wanted to send hush money, this is the proper channel to send said hush money.
This
Here's
is
my Venmo.
Politicians, man.
This is my new nanny.
Right. This is my au pair.
This is my au pair.
You want to know what Swedish's hottest new TV show is, Michael?
Tell me.
Boots, do you know?
It's probably a reality show because you said 24 hours.
Does that have something to do with love? It's always something love related.
Maybe.
And it is in Sweden.
It's always
Sweden.
It's always about
chocolate.
Love.
Non-stop live coverage of the epic moose migration.
No, that's definitely love related.
The show will be non-stop for 24 hours a day for the next 20 days, following the animals via remote cameras and drones as the moose journey through forest and swim across the Angerman River.
And this is the highest rated show.
And right now, this happens once a year. in Sweden.
There's really nothing on TV of this.
There's really nothing in They show Three's Company reruns and this.
Do they have Netflix? I mean, what are we doing here?
No, there's no Netflix and chill over there. It's cold. They're always chill.
And a holiday special at Gilligan's Island.
It's cold. They're always chill.
Yes. And the holiday issue of Gilligan's Island. They love Gilligan's Island there.
Big Gilligan's Islands people, huh?
Very big show in Sweden, Gilligan's Island. Millions are turning into the hottest show captivating Sweden. It's reality, it's live, and it's after hours. Oh, and it's after hours of slow shots of calming nature, the stars arrive. Sweden's beloved moose on their spring migration.
So no more Police Live.
Right. No more Police Live Scandinavia or whatever.
Our TV's way better.
The Great Moose Migration started airing on Tuesday on SVT, Sweden's public service television. It's not like CMT. It's not a music station.
Okay.
Company, it captures the creatures on the path they follow for thousands of years to rich summer grazing pastures.
And then watch the show.
Some guys in there go, got a great idea. I got a great idea. Follow me here. We need drones. Do we have drones? We have drones.
Lots of drones.
We need lots of drones. And we need a guy on a motorcycle and 3 guys with Jeeps.
Perfect.
Follow those goddamn moose everywhere they go.
You want to know what? No one's watching this. What do? Let's shut down Spotify.
Conspiracy.
Everybody's listening to that stupid music.
Yeah, the Swiss.
I wish I could do a Swiss accent because that's
right. They're both from Sweden.
Oh yeah, we love to shut down the Spotify.
That's Hong Kong. We're not doing the Hong Kong story anymore. The show will air nonstop for 24 hours or 20 days, following the animals via remote, which is repeated again, the same thing.
All right.
You know, they're crossing the Angerman River.
So
the Associated Press reported the series debuted in 2019 on SVT Play and drew about 1 million viewers in the first year. Last year, viewership exploded to 9 million, and its fan base is dedicated and massive.
It's the most ridiculous thing. Read a book. Seriously.
I make sure I have coffee. I have snacks. Sleep. Forget about sleep. I don't sleep. Ula Malmgren, 62, said I don't know if that's a man or woman, said in an interview aired Wednesday on NBC's Today Show, a Facebook group entitled Visum Giller den Sora. Okay, it's obviously in Sweden.
I love your.
No, keep going.
Yeah, more.
It translates to "We who like the Great Moose Migration" and SVT. Has over 78,000 members, with fans sharing photos of their TV screens when moose appear. So I guess they all sit around and all of a sudden they put on Facebook, the moose have arrived.
They're here.
They're here. Here they come. Couldn't they just find them earlier?
Yeah. Couldn't they just put a tracker on them? Put a GoPro
on
them.
Maybe it's the swimming part that they all like.
They like the swimming part?
Maybe, because it's when they cross the Anger River.
Okay. Man, Sweden. Come on. Get your act together.
What a world with Sweden. We played the moose.
All right. They're German now?
Kind of. They're nearby German. Switching to PCA news.
Okay.
Because that was our last story. We were within earshot of the German-engineered cigar people again.
We were. They were very close to our booth.
They were. They were on the other side of Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky Rodriguez.
Okay.
Still didn't talk to him.
Still didn't talk. German-engineered cigars.
I know. It's our favorite cigar company.
To this day, have yet to have interaction.
But we always see him.
Yeah. So when we talk about placement of the show, how did you feel about your placement of the booth?
Because of their last-minute changes, from what I understand, we were shifted. If you're looking at our booth, we were shifted to the right.
Yeah.
And we were hidden behind a giant wall that we looked at the entire time that said Jake Wyatt.
So we were behind the Jake Wyatt wall.
Directly behind the Jake Wyatt people. You couldn't see us. Eric Espinoza walked around on the phone going, bro, I can't find you. Where are you? I can't find you. We're behind Jake Wyatt, Eric. I'm standing in their booth. I can't see you.
down by the bathrooms.
Right. Yeah, that's when we mostly saw people that we knew when they had to pee.
But we were still busy.
We were busy. People found us.
We had great appointments.
Yes.
We had a lot of new customers.
First 2 days we were packed. I didn't even get lunch.
Yeah.
I got no food. Somebody did deliver a sandwich and you ate it all.
It was a half a sandwich.
Well, that means, cold. If I would have gotten half a sandwich, we both would have had a quarter of a sandwich. Greg would have had nothing.
Tyler gave me half of somebody else's sandwich.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll take it.
He wasn't very very much sherry after that.
He wasn't. He's like that. That's it. Well, because he tried to give me a full sandwich, and I go, someone took a bite out of this thing. He's like,
I did.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't see
one
that.
of the things I wanted to get where you're like, I've never been to New Orleans before, was a beignet.
Mm-hmm.
So Romocraft had beignets every morning.
Okay.
He did give me part of his beignet so I could try.
Oh, that's sweet. You guys shared a beignet.
It was terrible.
It was everything you thought it was.
I thought it was more croissant-y, light, fluffy.
Uh-huh.
Airy. But it was a wad of dough covered in powdered sugar.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It was almost like it wasn't even cooked.
Somebody gave me a beignet too.
Yes, I did see you eat a beignet.
Did Tyler give me a beignet?
And you were just eating the sugar.
I just grabbed the bag and just.
Yeah. You were just snorting the sugar.
Yeah, I whatever you used, the boomsticked it. I boomsticked it.
You boomsticked it up the nose.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good to go.
Yummy. Delicious.
So we got some things to cover. I want
Yes.
to talk about Anthony Mackie Gate.
Oh, Anthony Mackie.
I think it's his name's Anthony Mackie. I don't want
the
to screw
most
that up.
horrible man in the world.
Allegedly.
No, he's so horrible.
No, he's not. You can't say that.
Captain America.
That's discrimination. That's not nice. You have to say allegedly. Say allegedly.
Allegedly a horrible person.
That is Captain America. Captain America was in the building, Boots.
That is
He
Captain
was.
America.
He was
and he liked to use the bathroom right behind us and escape out the loading dock door.
He did. We did escape out the loading dock door.
Twice.
So here's what happened. Unless you want to tell a story.
No. Go ahead.
So Anthony Mackie, we heard he was in the building. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, I
Did
didn't
they
hear who
come
it was. I
across
saw
the-
him, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that's somebody important. I can't recognize him. Who is this person?
Willie told me.
Willie Herrera?
No, Willie from La Aurora.
Oh, okay, Willie.
I was like, oh, you just missed Anthony Mackie.
They didn't come across the PA.
No. He was low key.
Yeah,
Incognito.
He was trying to be
Did
low.
not have the Captain America suit on.
Right. So I ran into him. So I had one of my son's best friends' necklace on me from basketball because
It was a cross. Say it was a cross.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care what it is. So as you're going around, I wanted to take pictures with celebrities since I had it because I thought it'd be funny and it'd make the kids' day. So
Who all did you get?
Karl Malone.
Okay.
Oh, Carl was there again?
Yep. And Guy Fieri.
Nice.
And I did do one with Matt Booth as well. I feel like he's
Definitely a celebrity.
Well, he's a celebrity in our world.
But
That's why I was curious.
he
I
has
didn't know.
jewelry, Michael.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah.
liquor.
Yeah, and liquor.
Well,
a jewelry
he licks
guy.
everybody, not just her. But go ahead.
He's a jewelry phenom.
You think he's known for his jewelry outside of the cigar industry?
Yes.
Probably definitely in
Okay.
LA.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
So, yeah, the Cypress Hill guy is a big collector of his stuff.
Dr. Greetham.
Not that one.
Oh.
The other one. So I ran into him and said, hey, can you take a picture of this? And he goes, hey, no, sorry, I'm not really taking pictures. I said, all right, no worries, whatever. Like, I didn't think anything of it. But then you hear, so Abe from Smoking ran into him, and he wanted to get a picture with his daughter, and he said no.
Oh.
So Abe was upset. Abe did a post about it.
Oh, boy.
Now,
Not my not my Captain America.
hashtag
Captain America is an asshole.
Oh, wow.
Hashtag everything you can think of. He hated him. Then apparently
Allegedly.
on one of the Espinosa on Gavin. Oh wait, was it Gavin or was it
Richie's.
Richie?
Yeah.
Because Richie got a picture with him.
Right.
He commented on Richie's picture. Hashtag Captain America's an asshole again or something.
Okay. Yeah. So he's going around and he's saying, hey, I don't take pictures with people.
Right.
Right. The problem is, though, he took pictures with people.
Yeah.
He took pictures with Guy Fieri. He took pictures with Rich. He took pictures with a handful of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think he should have taken pictures with people as a celebrity? Should a celebrity stop to take pictures with people? Yes or no? What do you think?
I think so. I mean, the people made you a celebrity.
Right. Okay, but now listen. As a superhero, you're a cigar guy, allegedly a cigar guy, right? It might be a bad look as far as the personification of a superhero liking cigars, right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's been a superhero.
He's
Not a
He's not
Disney
Superman.
Not a
Not a
Disney
superhero, yeah.
superhero.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like he is a superhero.
He's the last action hero.
So
Yeah.
And
So-
Terminator.
so maybe that was his logic behind not taking the picture.
Maybe.
I'm just giving you devil's advocate here.
And sometimes those guys have rules with their agents and lawyers and stuff.
Right, hey, I'm not allowed to.
Right.
I heard he told one person, now this is Not been confirmed.
Entirely speculative.
Right. Give me a box of cigars. I'll take a picture with you.
Oh, I heard that same story.
What a weasel.
Oh, weasel game.
Give me a box.
Give me a box. I'll take a picture with you.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't know what booth that was.
Like the guy couldn't afford
If
the
it
box
was
of
George-
We don't know if
cigars.
that's even true.
Yeah, we don't know. If it's
Yeah.
George Padron, he just went and got a drink and then just said, I'll be back later with your samples.
I mean, I had 2 interactions with the guy, and he seemed really nice.
Nice.
Now, here's the problem. Okay, if you decide, yes, I'm going to take pictures with people, or no, I'm not going to take pictures with people. If you're going to say no, you can't take pictures with people.
Right. You got to hold the line.
Yeah, no matter the circumstances. If you're going that route, the answer is no. Hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, if the answer is no, then no pictures.
It's like, hey, look, I'm not supposed to be here. I can't. I don't want to be. I love
this
this.
is not a scheduled event for me.
Right. I just wanted to kind of hang out and meet some people.
I just wanted free cigars.
I just wanted some free cigars. Whatever.
Like a box. You have a box?
You got a box?
So now,
Do I hear 2 boxes?
because I think Abe has a valid point. I'm arguing both sides here.
Right.
If my son loved Captain America,
Right.
and I'm like, hey, can you take a picture of my son? And he told me no. And he went and took pictures with other people. I would be like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
100%.
I understand why Abe is mad.
Right.
Sure.
There's definitely going to be a rule change next year at PCA.
What do you mean?
Must take pictures.
No more unauthorized celebrities unless they take pictures with Abe.
No. Yeah.
That might happen.
Well, you got to
And
hold.
Jay
Look,
Davis.
at the end of the day, you have to, if you're a celebrity, you got to decide what you want to do. Guy
Right.
Fieri stops for everybody. He
Right.
stops
Right.
for everybody.
Well, we're talking about, 2 different people.
This is 2 totally different worlds. That's a fair statement too,
Yeah.
right? Guy Fieri doesn't have the celebrity. I mean, he's a celebrity for sure, but he's not Captain America.
Right.
No.
Yeah. He's a celebrity, but a different level of
Yeah.
celebrity.
He's not Captain America. He's not. He's not.
I think he should be.
Well,
I think he should be too.
With that hair, he should be Iron Man.
and let's be honest.
Iron Man.
Anthony Mackie wasn't Captain America in the beginning. He kind of given the shield.
Okay. All right. So he's not the Falcon.
No.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't his Captain America still fly with the Falcon wings?
He does. Yeah.
So is he Falcon America?
It's kind of. It's a little strange.
a little weird.
Yeah.
Can't
Disney
carry the
does all
shield. I
this-
gotta fly. Somebody hold this.
Disney does all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm
They can do
saying?
whatever they want. They're Disney.
Yeah. Apparently, I would listen to a Terrence Howard interview. You know who Terrence Howard is?
No.
Yes, the guy who used to be the Falcon. No, he was the
Hustle and
sidekick.
Flow guy, and he was War Machine
Oh, yeah.
in the
Yep.
originals.
Yeah.
And the thought process for Disney was that Robert Downey Jr. wasn't going to be great as Iron Man, so they were going to focus on Terrence Howard, and then they went a totally different direction.
Thank
I heard
God.
the second movie, Terrence Howard wanted way more money than they were willing to pay.
Yeah.
I don't think Terrence Howard would have the same effect as Robert Downey Jr.
No, but do you
So
think?
they were going to War Machine him,
but he was replaced by Don Cheadle.
which I think did a fantastic job.
I like Don Cheadle.
I like Don Cheadle.
I like both of them. I think that either one of them.
I do like Terrence Howard. But he's
I-
a different person.
I got to be honest. Nothing frustrates me more than shifting into a different.
I know.
Now you're who? Are,
They would have went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, but there are a lot of things. Even with TV, they'll do the pilot and they'll have certain characters, and then they, when the show runs, they're like, "Well, that person really didn't work, so we replace him with somebody else."
right. I can't stand that.
Oh, I don't mind that so much.
From a pilot, okay, I could see your point.
Yeah.
But from an entire movie, I mean,
Well, it's not like he did 2 movies; he did 1 movie.
they did it in Batman too.
Yeah.
Oh, who did?
Batman Begins-
Anybody can be Batman now.
No,
apparently.
Batman Begins. I don't know their names.
Batman Returns.
Rachel Dawes was replaced
Rachel Dawes.
with Gyllenhaal's sister, Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
Oh, and then I don't like her.
You
Oh
don't
wait,
like
I'm
her?
thinking he's got 2 sisters, doesn't he?
I don't know.
There's like a cute one, and there's one that's like not cute, but we could put a lot of makeup on her. Maybe.
We're kind of deviating at this point, but my point is, at the end of the day, if you're gonna,
He should have said it differently. He shouldn't say, I don't take pictures.
no, honestly, I got to be honest. He probably should have just taken the photos and.
Well, didn't he say something like, "I don't do photos because, dude, you don't know where they go, or you don't know what happened to the photo."
he
after
said
you
something like
take it."
that.
Something
Yeah.
like
and
that.
that's
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But at the end of the day, anybody can take pictures of you moving around at any given
What
time.
did you see? Did you see Tyler's Chat GPT photo?
Oh, of him with.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Captain America?
perfect.
It looks good.
He took it down because it said Weasel something in the back. I mean, Romacraft Weasel Team 6, the sign behind the 2 of them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He took it down because of that.
Right.
That's pretty funny.
It said, "I love Anthony Mackie. He's my Captain America." Or something is what he
He's my
said.
Captain America.
Nice.
I mean, it was perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think that
We'll get a little more into this on the Patreon because I have a different theory.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I do.
All right. Patreon material. Okay. What else happened at PCA that was a major highlight of epic proportions?
Trying to
I got one for you.
That was very
go
Matt
ahead,
Booth of you.
untangle my cord here that's hanging in my face.
How about the giant Johnny Tobacconaut that Room
the
101
Johnny
had?
Tobacconaut fiasco.
Yeah. So I saw this fiasco.
Well,
So I saw
it
this-
was at the time, but it turned out not to be.
So I saw this giant Johnny Tobacconaut at the beginning of the show when we were kind of building this mic.
Yes.
And I was like, I am stealing this. I'm
By
definitely
giant, you mean 4 feet tall?
It wasn't 4. It was probably what? Maybe like a 2 foot, 2.5 foot.
Oh, I think it was bigger than that.
It's pretty big.
Was it?
Yeah, it was, 4 feet ish.
You think so? Okay. Well,
Not life size. When you
Okay.
say giant, you think huge.
so I saw this and I'm thinking, okay, I can't wait. I'm gonna have you are gonna film me stealing this on day one, and this is gonna be hilarious, right? And I ran into Matt Booth, and he goes, "Yeah, we're giving them out with orders." I'm like, "Well, that kind of takes the fun out of things for me."
Are they really, though? Or did you
Yeah,
say-
yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. So
Do we have one coming?
yeah, of course.
Perfect.
So, day one goes by and we're busy as shit, and then day 2 goes by and we're busy as shit, and day 3 is always the day where things are kind of lingering. People
Yeah,
are
a little slow.
people are gone and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take this thing anyways.
It was on the edge.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't have made it any easier.
So I grabbed this thing and I brought it to our.
Heaved it up on his shoulder like it was a sack of potatoes.
Yes, I heaved it up on my shoulder and I brought it over to our booth for it to kind of hang out. And apparently the STG guys went to booth and they're like, "Oh, that guy just stole."
That big guy just took our
yeah.
statue.
Those freaking tattletales.
And so, but Matt obviously knows me, so he's like, "Yeah, well, I guess hey, he stole it.
I guess it's
whatever."
his now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Go get it back from him.
So they did.
We should go.
They actually came back. They
Oh,
eventually,
Weasley guys too. They were the minions,
Oh, the
the
greasy
SCG
guys.
minions. They do not even have names.
but it took 3 or 4 of them to come by and get it. Right?
Yes,
they came by
they
to
did.
pick it up. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem.
they took it away.
So how are we going to do this? Were you guys going to force me to do it or?
So I went back and I stole it again.
Yes.
I stole it again, and then all of a sudden I decided to make an adventure with this thing, and I took it around to everybody in other booths.
Yes.
So we took it to Pete Johnson, Nick Melillo, Eric Espinoza.
I never saw the Pete Johnson photo.
Yeah, because I took that afterwards.
Oh,
You sent him on a wild goose chase? Did you post it after you left the booth?
yes.
Yeah,
It wasn't like done as he was going. It was a montage of
Yeah, it was-
photos.
it was
with
a-
music, very lovely, very
Yeah.
done very well.
Michael Herklotz.
Nice.
Yes. Everybody in Espinoza except Anthony Mackie because he had already left.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie did not.
There was
take-
not a Guy Fieri photo with it.
Yeah, we don't
Because he
take
had already-
he was
pictures
already
with
gone.
He was already gone.
superheroes.
Anthony
It's
Mackie
yeah.
refused to take a photo with the astronaut.
Right. It was on the couch with Eric.
Yeah.
Nice.
Michael Herklotz sat on his lap.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Nice.
Skip took a picture with it.
Right.
Rosales took a picture with it.
Willie Herrera.
Willie Herrera took. We took numerous photos with all types of people. It's very
And
fun.
then they came and got it again.
Yeah, and they came and got it again. So then
So up to this point, they don't chat when they come and get it. They just come and scoop them up and take them back.
Should have just put a tablecloth over it.
because now this is funny. It's like, oh, okay, oh, I
Right. So now this is the second time
Yeah.
that he's taking it. So he gets it a third time.
So I stole it again.
The third time.
Now when
Yeah.
they come back, they're trying to reason with him to not take it again.
Wow.
Like, come on, man, we're getting in trouble.
Yeah,
We have to have this back. It's
Yeah.
got to be over there. We've given it to someone else.
Yeah.
So they sort of linger a little bit.
We weren't going to take it home. We were just taking it around here.
Oh, I
we
was
were
gonna take it
we
home.
were taking it home.
I was
It
gonna
was
take
going to
it
be in the car, seatbelted in with the three of us,
Yeah.
and it was making the trip.
Yeah.
We were going to leave with it.
Yeah, I was stealing it for sure.
So then that was the third time they came and got it and took it back.
yeah.
So then he went and got it again.
So then I stole it again.
Nice.
Then they sent the Asian dude over who sort of stroked the antenna on his head a little
yeah.
bit. He was kind of being sexual with it.
Right.
It was really uncomfortable.
He thought he was going to Matt Booth it, but only Matt Booth can Matt
Only
Booth.
Matt Booth can Matt Booth.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. No.
That space has already been taken in the cigar industry,
Right.
and when you try and
Be the Booth.
yeah, you cannot.
Can't.
You cannot be the Booth.
Is that the Sancho Panza guy?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's just it's a minion.
it's a worker bee.
It's a minion.
Oh.
Worker bee minion. But he picked it up and he only carried it to Jake Wyatt. Someone else had to come get it.
Oh, he was tired.
It was heavy. He could not. He couldn't carry it. He tried. He couldn't carry
He
it.
left it by Jake
So
Wyatt.
the big guy came again, who was very angry. He didn't like to talk, and he just took it. And
Yeah.
took it back.
Was it Tony? Is he working for STG now? Or
No, it wasn't Tony.
It wasn't Tony.
No, Tony was there though, but he wasn't.
Big Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
Oh, yeah,
Gomez.
we had a nice little chat, Big Tony. We'll get into that in the Patreon, too.
Yeah.
okay.
We're now friends.
So I told Matt, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna keep it," and he goes, "Oh, but it's Keith's,
But it belongs to
but
somebody
it belongs
He
to."
sounded so defeated.
He did.
I have promised him to another.
He did, and
He's given me 3 goats
It's-
and promised to marry my daughter.
Go
you
to-
could tell that, like, he didn't want to tell me no,
Yeah.
and he knew that this was gonna be awkward if I decided to press,
Right.
and I was like, "All right, dude,
Please, bro. Please, let me
just don't
Please.
steal it."
stop taking my man.
So I
Took it again.
So I stole it. No. So at that point, when they came and got it for the last time, I had said, okay.
Well, they moved it further in. It was no longer on the
Yeah.
edge of the booth.
So then I went around. So Skip says, you should go around and kind of peep at it just to continue to mess with them. So I did that a few times as well.
They see him. And then we were going to steal Matt Booth.
Yeah. I was going to do that. Yeah.
You just heave him up on his shoulder and carry him away. But
That-
he was always busy.
They were going to start tethering all these things to Justin Andrews
Start-
boat loops.
Start tying everything down.
What do you think the big difference was between New Orleans and Vegas? Because this year was New Orleans and it has been New Orleans for about
I
a
liked the
decade.
show better. I didn't like the city better.
Yeah.
The weather was nicer, obviously.
You didn't like the shooting that happened up the street from
Well,
us?
yeah, luckily we weren't
4
out that
people
night.
were killed?
Did not, yeah, where the 4 people got shot. Didn't like the shooting. No shooting. The hospitality employees suck in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was really bad.
It's not alleged. They suck.
Yeah, no, it was pretty terrible. I went.
We one night got a hamburger at our hotel because it was late and we had not eaten yet.
Yes,
And
Tammy.
lovely Tammy. We finally get her to come over and take her order after Greg had to go fetch her.
She looked through us like 3 times.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, is this really going on?
So then Michael ordered a hamburger, and she goes, "Okay, your cheese choices are American or cheddar. What would you like?"
Yeah, and I said American.
And she goes, "Okay, cheddar."
Obviously, they're out of American.
Greg sort of giggled. He goes, "Ma'am, my brother said American." So she scribbles on her pad. Oh, I'm sorry. So it was cheddar. No, then she wrote American the second time. How did you? Because then I didn't want to tax her. I just said whatever he got, I'll have the same thing.
Right.
So how did you ask for yours to be cooked?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you had said something because mine was raw.
Yeah, mine was raw too.
Yeah, but
I
at that
didn't-
point, it had already
I did-
been an hour.
I did not care.
I was, yeah. I mean, I'm sopping up the blood with my bun
Yeah, that's fine.
as it like it's sauce.
I like it like that.
I'm not a fan of raw hamburger.
I don't care.
Your brother got tuna medium something, and his was almost burnt. So
Yeah, the mentality in New Orleans was very. We don't give a shit
we're all smoking dope.
as far as service.
Right.
It was really bad.
One night, it took me over 2 hours to get red beans and rice.
Oh, staple.
So that's pre-made. It's in a
Right.
big bucket in the back or something.
But the food was good that night.
Well, what, your third sandwich?
And I only had the second one.
Because they forgot to take Mikey's order. Franklin forgot to take your
Yes.
order. Because you were on the phone talking to your children. and telling
Yeah,
them
I said, I'm
that.
sorry, I didn't look yet. Can you come back to me?
Right. So Mikey ordered, and then instantly his sandwich comes out.
Yeah.
An hour and 15 minutes before anybody else's food showed up.
There's 16 of us at this table. So my wife has taught me not to eat.
Right. So he didn't eat. Everybody's going, eat. It's going to get cold. Just eat. He's
No,
like,
no.
no. I have rules I must
Yeah.
abide by. My wife is watching from somewhere. She will know I ate the sandwich.
you learn to be courteous to people.
Sure.
Yeah. Nobody else has their food yet, so
Yeah,
you
I'm not
wanted to
going to
wait.
sit there and eat.
But 16 people, the food came out onesie-twosies. So he'd already set the line, so no one else ate.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody else is looking.
So they brought him another sandwich.
It was like everybody was looking at me to eat. He's got to take a
yeah,
bite
he
of
didn't
it.
eat, so no, I can't eat. Except the one guy over in the corner, I forget his
I
name.
think a couple of people want to beat it.
Rosales started eating his salad. It was going to wilt. He had to eat the
Oh, yeah,
salad.
yeah, it's gonna wilt.
It's going to get hot. I was second to last to get mine, and then Rosie was last.
Yeah.
Rosie was last. By then, his sandwich was cold again.
I didn't care.
Oh, they
no,
brought a new one?
No, at that point, you just eat it.
Yeah.
You're not going to wait for another one.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Terrible.
Greg got really upset with me because I don't like phones at the table.
Oh, that was the first night.
Yeah.
They got in a fight the first night.
Yeah. I said, I'm not eating with you for the rest of the
We found one restaurant open after 10 p.m.
I said, put your phone down.
That's kind of par for the course, right?
Yeah.
Did they get in a fight?
Yeah, first
Normally
day.
it's a little later. They had not even, had time to piss each other off yet.
Oh.
I got to tell you, though, for this show, we had minimal conflict.
Yeah, other than that, there was really not any.
We've gotten a lot better with a lot of things.
Well, you don't room together anymore. That
Right.
was half the problem. That very first trip I went on.
Right.
We all three shared a room.
We're more organized.
Yes.
You're a huge help.
Thank you very much. I
Paul was a
appreciate that.
huge help.
Paul was a huge help.
Things were set up before we even walked in. Even though we did show up on time. It's not like we showed
Right.
up late.
Paul was earlier. Well,
Yeah.
he was right across the street.
Right. He was ready to go.
Right. He had vacuumed and had things cleaned and set up. After the first day, he goes, okay, I know how to do it now. Tomorrow, it will be ready when you get here.
It was amazing.
And he had the best pockets in the show because anytime he needed a sample, he was like,
Bam.
there you go.
Yeah. You want a San Andreas? Boom.
Yeah, would you like a San Andreas or a Connecticut? And they would say, and then I would just turn and go, my concierge here.
My manservant Paul here.
I always call him concierge. I didn't call him manservant.
No, yeah, you can't do that. It's not nice.
Manservant.
So, yeah. What else do we want to cover from that? Let's see here.
What did you? Because I didn't get out that much.
But would you still prefer it being in New Orleans than Vegas? Even though the service was terrible?
Yeah, because that last night the service was excellent at that place.
Yeah. Couchon.
So I think we just chose poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah, cochon.
So we just got to find out what the local spots are that are good.
Yeah.
Well, Blue Bayou. You know what? You know what the problem was? Blue Bayou was over on Canal Street, so that's
Right.
tourist town.
Right.
Where I don't think Cochon was in a. Well, I guess it was close to a couple of hotels, but not far.
So would you rather it was in New Orleans still? Or
I think so.
Me too.
As long as
100%.
it's still in April.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I would much
The
rather.
weather was amazing.
I would take New Orleans over Vegas.
Maybe a different hotel.
You think so?
It was a little far from the place.
Okay. I didn't mind that.
Have
Well,
they
no,
signed
we had the car. We didn't have to walk.
Yeah.
I guess it was okay. Oh, but we're doing that Airbnb thing next year.
Yeah, we're probably going to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Then we each get 2 rooms and
We
our
each
own
get-
bathroom.
We just get 2 rooms.
Right. Mikey and I shared a room. Greg had the single because Greg's a pig.
Well, you know what, dude?
And he does his yoga in his underwear in the morning.
Look, at the end of the day, though,
every time he coughs.
you know what? Here's for me, it gives me more opportunity to talk with you about other things we're reviewing, right?
Well, yeah, and it's not like the first time we've shared a room. We have a program on
Right.
how things work.
right.
With the 2
we're
of
on,
us share a room.
we're on the same page. For
Right.
the most
Your
part.
shit goes everywhere, and I get this little spot on
Yeah,
the
you get a
corner.
little crevice.
Right.
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 Yeah, and then I have to pack everything up by myself, and I got to cart things down 3 times.
Well,
you got to make
we
the
will,
statement.
we will
of-
take a photo, like I said, so I will know how it goes back in because your wife didn't have a photo for me.
Yeah, next time there'll be a photo.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Right.
So I'm packing up all my stuff, and he says, "Well, all my stuff is done," and he leaves. I'm like,
Well,
"Ah,
that's not what I said. I said there is nothing out that is mine.
I'm sorry. That's exactly what he said.
It is
There is
exactly.
nothing out here that is mine.
So I was
Slam the
I was
door.
I did not slam the door. I was getting out of your way because the one day I sat in the chair in front of the TV, I got berated for blocking you because you could not get around.
Well, you blocked me from my bed and my section of stuff. It was
It
like
wasn't like there was a lot of floor space. Where else would you like me to?
it was like you were trying to charge a 25% tariff or something for me to get to my bed. You know?
and you wouldn't share your M&Ms,
No. Yeah, I wouldn't share them. They were
right?
mine.
You got mad because I was openly eating the M&Ms.
I made you eat the M&Ms.
Well, probably because your wife had heard that you did.
She did not hear. I made you eat those
told her.
M&Ms. You ate the M&Ms.
I told her. She goes, "How's it going?" You go, "He won't let me have M&Ms."
No, you ate the M&Ms. Don't you lie.
I ate 3.
You met Josh Harbersky.
Oh, I did meet Joshua Herbersky.
Yes.
Oh, I met Frank Herrera. Or wait,
Yes.
Frank. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's it. Right. The premier cigar industry law guy.
Yeah, you didn't want to talk about Joshua.
We can get to Joshua Herbersky in a moment, but I met Frank first. I want to mention Frank. I'll mention Joshua. Please, I have to mention Joshua Herbersky. Yeah. Did you approve Steve? Steve is frantically.
I'll
singing.
approve you. You
Okay.
talk.
All right. So we went to pizza with the Roma crew. One of our pizza nights. We had a lot of pizza.
We had a lot of pizza.
A lot of pizza. And so Frank showed up. I know who Frank is. I had never actually met Frank. So at the end of the evening, I went over to shake his hand and introduce myself and to say goodbye and to meet his wife. And I go, "Hi, I'm Mike Palmer with Pasonia." And he goes, "Oh, I know who you are. I've seen you around." I'm like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." Frank Herrera.
Is it good or is it bad?
Frank Herrera was in. He goes, "No, I've seen you roll with these people, so yeah, I know who you are." I'm like, "Oh, well, it's lovely meeting you, sir."
Okay.
Not a podcast guy, though.
No.
We got a lot of compliments about the podcast.
A lot of comments of a podcast.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about Charlie the last day?
No. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay. We can tell that story, too. That's a funny story.
Okay.
But then was it day 2 or 3 when Joshua came by?
Day 1.
Was that day 1?
Yeah.
Because he came by to see how everything was going.
Yeah.
Okay, Joshua Habursky is in charge of the PCA. Mm-hmm. We have had him on the show audio. We have not done a video. He's not been live with us. So we've never met him. We've only seen pictures of him from, mid-chest up.
Right.
He is 5 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
So he walks up. He has this lovely double-breasted blue pinstripe suit on. He's got red hair, and he's got his little twirly mustache on. And he comes up, and so everything's going, guys. You guys having a good show? And I looked at him and went, "You're Joshua Habursky." He goes, yes, I am. I go, "You're 5 feet tall." Like he didn't know.
He had red hair and curly mustache.
Yeah, curly mustache.
That was
And
almost
then
like one
I
of the
sort of
lollipop
awkwardly
kids.
kept going, "I'm taller than you."
I'm taller than you.
I did not realize you were not tall.
I'm a giant in comparison to you.
Right. And he took it well. He's like, "Yeah,
He gets it. I'm okay. I'm sure.
I guess I'm short. I understand."
Probably
And
not the first time he's heard it.
Very funny.
No, probably not even the first time that day because he's going booth to booth to booth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were taller.
Yeah, I thought you look so much taller in photos.
Yeah.
Are you really Joshua Habursky?
And he walked away, and I've been telling everybody, I go, "There's a 12-year-old that runs the PCA." How did we all not know this?
Oh, my
That's the lollipop kid.
That's so funny.
He's from the Lollipop Guild.
Oh, dude.
So now when we do his voice, we will do the Lollipop Guild voice.
There you go.
Oh, that's not nice.
No. He was very nice. He seems very sweet, and he was on I still feel weird about how tall he was.
I'm trying to see what else you wanted to cover.
Okay, so every time Charlie goes by, because
Yes.
I get the impression Charlie doesn't like me because I'm annoying.
Right.
And it's fine. And Charlie's kind of quiet. He's a little reserved. He is serious when he's at this thing. He's running, zipping back and forth. So he walks by us a lot. And I always go, "Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie."
Oh, boy.
And he doesn't say anything.
Half wheel. Charlie Minogue.
Charlie from Half Wheel, sorry. He never answers. Not once. He'll leer at me sometimes, give me a look, maybe a nod, never says a word.
No engagement.
No engagement. Yes, no engagement. But he stopped and talked to Michael. And then when he left, he said, "Bye, Charlie." Still nothing at all. Last day after we were breaking down or had broken down? There was nobody standing there but me. So he comes by again. He's coming right at me. He's a little walkie-walkie. He's buzzing to the next stop. I go, "Hi, Charlie." He didn't turn to look at me, but he goes, "Hi, podcast star."
Oh.
And they kept walking. I'm like,
Acknowledgement.
"Oh, this is perfect. I've met miniature Joshua Habursky, and now Charlie has spoken to me."
It has been 3 days, but I finally broke him.
I broke him.
Good job.
Next year, Charlie, you have to look at me when you compliment me.
Ooh, eye contact.
He has lost a lot of weight. He looked great.
Yep.
His hair was done the first day. He looked lovely.
No cashmere, though.
No cashmere, no sweatsuit, no big white hoodie, nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, no sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year, every time I saw him, he had a hoodie on, a hoodie sweatsuit.
Yeah. I do want to talk about one other thing, and we could talk more about it on the Patreon for sure. I am going to say this one thing, though.
Yes.
It has come to my attention that people do not like when I speak of their issues or things that they do, right? But I will tell you this. If you want me to speak good of you, then do good things. Because I don't hate anybody in this industry.
One guy.
Right. Oh, yeah.
There's one guy I do. There is one guy.
Legitimately. Allegedly.
And, but that goes back 15 years.
Right.
Choose your enemies wisely, right? He's definitely my enemy.
There.
He's definitely my enemy.
And apparently his wife was too.
But as far as everybody else is concerned, if you do good things, I'll talk about good things. If you do bad things, I'm going to talk about the bad things. So, pay your debts.
I keep receipts.
We didn't attend many of the after hours PCA events.
No, man.
And
no.
by not many, I mean none.
Yeah, we didn't attend any.
We didn't go to any.
Not even like a Espinosa one?
Well,
No.
not really.
The only thing that I really generally when you go have dinner and then you're kind of done. We did go by Smoke on the Water. We saw them brief.
We went to the
we love
Espinosa
Daniel.
private rooftop thing.
Yeah.
But we got there before
okay.
Espinosa did.
Yeah, we leave before. I like to be in bed before midnight.
I saw a video of you guys. I think it was Richie, or maybe it wasn't of you guys, but I saw Danny in the background mopping.
What?
Daniel,
Yeah.
he was in the background mopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I was like, oh man, this guy, he even does it there. This guy's great.
Dude, the guy, that's Daniel, man.
Yeah.
That's why he's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
But the one night that we kind of hung out, when it was still till about midnight. Was,
The last night?
No, we went to the media house.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Then that's always the best night.
We have a great time there. Every single year. It's always good conversation. Justin Andrews in the building. He got drilled.
And Bradley.
Bradley was there. I love Bradley's
of Alec and Bradley.
Yeah.
Oh.
The actual Bradley of Alec and Bradley.
You know, him and Justin look very similar.
You think so?
Really?
They both have robust heads.
Yeah.
Black beards, black hair.
They both wear
Bradley's is obviously more manly and thicker.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's gone back to the beard. I like that better than the mustache.
more stormtrooper uniform, kind of evil empire
Yes.
type of scenario.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Think
should
this
both
is-
have
Dun,
stormtrooper.
dun, dun, dun,
Dun.
That's it. Stop.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3
copyright.
seconds.
So yes, they attacked Justin Andrews and STG, killing cigar brands like they're small planets.
Well, he
and
came
and
from-
he's the Death Star.
He came for me.
Yes,
He brought up the short clip that we talked about,
yes.
and I said, "Okay, bro." So
And Ben Lee went at him, sitting on my left.
yeah, so
fist.
so I countered. I lobbed the grenade into the air.
Yes.
and then the media guys had a feast. It was
Right.
amazing.
Right.
It was amazing.
You're saying Justin Andrews came at you about the short clip.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Where he talked about STG.
Yeah. Don't come for me, bro.
Right.
Don't come for me. It's the biggest mistake.
Coop kept going.
You just wait. You guys are next.
Yeah. But once
We have a bone to pick with you.
but once he saw how things went out when somebody came, I think he was like, you know what?
Yeah. Then he went inside and started doing his short clips.
Probably best I go get to work.
Yeah, probably best I go inside.
Yeah, fuck those guys. And just kind of,
I don't want to mess with them. It's very scary.
yeah.
And Bear and Ben aren't because they love us. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Developing Palace guys.
yeah.
And Bradley did have muscle. The large Scott, I think his name was Scott.
Yeah.
The large, he's quite the large man. Must be a security guard.
You think so? He was
Very large
tired.
man.
He was sleepy.
He was tired.
And we didn't really come for Bradley.
No. We like Bradley.
There's no reason to come
We
for
like
Bradley.
Bradley.
We like Bradley.
I still want to meet Alec though.
We've heard of him.
We know there is
He
one.
exists.
Right.
It's like Greg. It's like
Yes, people were like, "So you're Greg."
Yeah.
We don't let
Still.
him out. We don't let
Yeah.
him out much. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He doesn't speak much. All right.
Oh wait. Last night in the car when we're talking about the order for the shop up north, and Greg's asking questions about how they operate, how
Right.
they run and stuff, and he didn't know they had a podcast and none of that.
Right.
And he's going, well, somebody should probably go up there.
Right.
And we were like,
Yeah.
you should go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Greg goes, I'll go. Then we're like, no, you can't go.
No, you're not allowed to go.
You're not allowed to talk
No.
to people. You can't go.
No.
I go, we'll give you a big bucket of change. You can count the money, and then Mikey and I'll go.
Yeah.
We thought it was hilarious at 9 o'clock last night in the car, but right now it doesn't seem as funny.
He was pretty bitter. But speaking of new accounts and up north,
Yes.
shout out to David Garofalo of Two Guys.
That was the one I was talking about.
I know. I didn't know that you want to do that or not. So I was just letting that go. But okay. You're really good at throwing me under the bus.
How's that throwing you under the bus?
Like, oh, no, you mean like the last episode when I was trying to not mention a person or something. You're like, oh, you mean this person exactly? Like I was
Well,
just
that's why I
trying to-
didn't mention it. I beat around the bush as much as humanly
I was
possible.
trying my best to protect you because you didn't mention the retailer. So then I was leading into, hey, shout out to David Garofalo of Two Guys because he's a good guy and we had a good interaction.
I thought you were going into that's who we were talking about.
No.
Oh. Yes, he's a very nice man.
But there you go again.
He is the number. Well, you know what, David? You are the number one podcast.
No, he's not.
Okay,
He's
I'm
number
sorry,
two.
You're still not.
He's number
Still
two.
number two.
But he's a cool guy.
He is very nice. He
the
did
first-
what he said he was going to do.
Yep.
He told me, he goes, I can't set an appointment, but I will come by.
Yep.
Not expecting him to bring the buyer. I thought he was just going to come by and say hi and just hang out.
Yeah, normally when you hear that, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he won't come by.
Yeah, guy delivered.
He did.
Had a good conversation with him.
Yep.
So. And apparently Greg's going to go up there and...
Greg's going to go up there and work the shop for a couple
yeah,
of days. It'll be great.
do a meeting.
Maybe they'll let him come in.
Yeah. Cover the podcast.
Maybe.
Be like watching paint dry.
We do have an open invitation for the podcast.
We're going. We're going
I'd love to do that show.
We're going to go.
Like on my list.
Oh, really?
Well, I had the beignet, so next on the list is Two Guys.
Just Two Guys? Okay.
The Cigar Authority. It's the longest running podcast in cigar history.
In history.
That's right.
Okay.
Do all the commercials? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to do all the commercials.
You have a listener of the week?
David Garofalo.
David Garofalo.
Listener of the week. Look at that.
You got a shop of the week?
2 guys
Bong.
in New Hampshire. Look at that.
All
Welcome
right.
to the Postania team, sir.
All right. Well, hey, I think that'll wrap up this podcast, and we'll get on to our Patreon.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial-free.
But a massive shout out to our amazing patrons on the Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to do unfiltered, unbiased opinions, all things cigars, personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real.
Our listeners, cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast. That one up.